Now we're ready for the third part of our yoga practice. We're going to do some hip stretching and some finishing poses to round out this beautiful practice that we're doing together. So the first thing we're going to do is our hip stretch. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can get a better view of what I'm doing. Bend your right knee, place your right foot on the ground. Take your right ankle over your left thigh as best as you can. Your hands come behind you for support. And now bend your left knee and just press your left foot on the ground as best as possible. And come into a uncomfortable, comfortable hip stretch. Okay? Keep your breath smooth and steady, just like in the beginning of the practice when we did 6 and 7 second breathing. And if you want to get a little more intensity in this hip stretch, you can raise the toes on your left foot. And as I raise the toes, I can feel a little bit more deeper stretch into that right hip. So now this right foot, I'm going to point my toes and flex my foot. I'm going to point and flex. I'm going to rotate that ankle in one direction. I'm going to circle back in the other direction. And then I'm going to extend my toes out as wide as I can and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Extend those toes out as wide as I can and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Awesome. Let's shake out the legs. And we're going to move on to the other side. I'm just going to move into a different spot so you can see a different view of this pose. So now I'm going to bend my left knee and press my left foot on the ground. I'm going to take my left ankle over my right thigh as best as I can. My hands come behind me for support. And now I'm just going to bend the right knee and press the right foot on the ground and come into this hip stretch position. Remember, keep the breath smooth and refined. Slow, steady inhale. Pull the belly in as you exhale. And notice as you stay in the stretch a little bit longer, you get a little bit of release into the tension of those muscles and joints. And if you want a deeper impact, I can raise the toes on my right foot and it kind of gets a little bit deeper into that left hip. Awesome. So now let's kind of work on bringing some warmth and circulation to the left foot. So I'm going to point the toes and flex the foot. I'm going to point and flex. I'm going to rotate that ankle in one direction. I'm going to rotate the ankle in another direction. I'm going to extend the toes as wide as I can and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Extend the toes as wide as you can and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We don't want any neuropathy, right? Our feet are so important. Great. So let's shake out our legs. Awesome. And now we're going to continue. We're going to lay on our back and do bridge pose. So for bridge pose, I'm going to bend my knees. My feet are close to my body. I'm going to lay down and my arms are down at my side, palms facing down. And let's just take a couple of free breaths where we are. It is so great to feel all of your back pressed against the floor. Awesome. So now we're going to continue with bridge pose. I'm going to go in and out of bridge pose 3 times, and then I'm going to stay 3 breaths in the pose. So exhale where you are, pull the belly in. As you inhale, just lift your hips up a little bit and come into bridge pose. And as you exhale, notice if you can lower your upper back, and then your mid back, and then your lower back, sacrum, tailbone. Inhale, lift your hips up, maybe a little bit higher. Press into all areas of your feet. Feel that you're resting on your shoulder blades. And again, exhale, see if you can almost go down 1 vertebrae at a time, articulating your spine. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up, feel your thighs, feel resting on your shoulder blades. And now exhale, upper back, lower back, sacrum, tailbone. Notice areas that have lots of movement and areas that may feel a little stiff or stuck. Now we'll stay 3 breaths in the pose. As you inhale, lift your hips up, come into bridge pose, and stay here as you exhale. Stay here as you inhale, lift a little higher. You can even bring your knees closer together for a deeper effect. Stay here as you exhale. Stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Last one. Inhale where you are. Exhale, slowly lower down. Upper back, mid back, lower back, sacrum, and tailbone. Well done. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Oh, that feels so good, pressing that lower back into the floor. I can even kind of move from side to side to get a little massage. And now place one hand on each knee. We're going to do Apanasana. Inhale where you are. Exhale, just hug your knees into your chest. Release the lower back. Inhale, move the knees away. You can see my arms straighten. And exhale, bend the elbows, hug the knees in. 2 more times. Inhale, move the knees away. Exhale, press the air out, hug your knees back in. Inhale, move the knees away. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Oh, it should feel really good. So now let's take our hands behind our knees so they're in the creases behind our knees. We're going to raise and lower our legs 3 times and then stay 2 breaths in the pose. Exhale where you are. As you inhale, just raise your legs to the ceiling, flex your feet. And as you exhale, bend your knees, lower your legs down. Inhale, raise your legs to the ceiling. Maybe you can even touch your calves. Exhale, bend your knees, lower down. Inhale, raise your legs up. Exhale, lower your heels down. Now we'll stay in the pose. Inhale, raise your legs up, flex your feet. Stay here as you exhale. Stay here as you inhale and as you exhale. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, lower down, hug your knees into your chest. Well done. Now we're going to do a twist. So keep your knees where they are. Just take your arms out wide, palms facing down. And you can even lower your arms more like the letter A to release any tension in your shoulders or arms. This is all about twisting. So it's your lower back. Inhale where you are, and on your exhale, have your knees twist maybe halfway to the right, and your gaze can turn to the left if appropriate. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, knees twist maybe halfway to the left, gaze can be to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, twist your knees to the right, maybe 2/3 the way over. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, twist to the left, 2/3 the way. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, twist to the right as far as you can, and we're going to stay in the twist. And we're going to practice suspension or holding our breath after exhale. This right hand can go on top of your thigh if that feels appropriate. And remember, this left shoulder and arm should have no tension. So if you feel any tension, it's okay to lower that arm down. This is all about twisting in the lower back area. Okay, here we go. Inhale where you are. Exhale, press all the air out and see if you can hold the breath out for 1 and 2. Inhale where you are. Exhale, press all the air out and see if you can hold the breath out for 1 and 2 and 3. Last time. Inhale where you are. Exhale, pull the belly in, press all the air out, and hold your breath out for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Inhale, come back up to center. Well done. We're going to repeat on the other side. Inhale where you are. Exhale, let's allow the legs to rotate and twist all the way to the left. Again, I can take that left hand and place it on top of the thighs if that's appropriate. This right arm, if the shoulder is coming up or has any stress, just lower the arm down. All right, 3 breaths with suspension. Inhale where you are. Exhale, press all the air out and hold your breath out for 1 and 2. Inhale where you are. Exhale, press all the air out and hold your breath out for 1 and 2 and 3. Last time, inhale where you are. Exhale, pull the belly in, press all that air out and hold your breath out for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Inhale, come back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. You can rock from side to side. Okay. And just before our last pose, which is Savasana, you can even do child's pose if you like that, or happy baby. So, you can just rock or move that body a little bit, whatever helps you get ready for Shavasana. So I'm going to extend my legs out long. I'm going to allow my feet to just splay open and relax. I'm actually rotating my hips a little so I'm not compressing that tailbone in a tuck. My arms are down at my side, palms facing up. I'm just going to wiggle my jaw, move my head from side to side, release any tension. This is all about relaxation. Close your eyes and let's scan our body for any stuck stress. So release any stress from your facial muscles. Relax your cheeks, your eyebrows, your jaw. You can move your jaw from side to side or lick your lips. Relax and depress and lower the shoulder blades. Relax the arms, the wrists, the fingers. Relax your chest. Relax your abdomen. Let your hips be heavy. Relax your legs, your thighs and hamstrings, shins and calves and feet. Feel as if Earth's gravity is pulling you down and down to the center of the earth. Scan your body one more time. Notice if there's any areas that are still holding tension and see if you can let go and release and get even more relaxed. And now just bring gentle movement to your fingertips or your toes. You can wiggle your toes and fingers. When you're ready, bend your knees, place your feet on the ground. Once more, feeling that whole back nicely pressed into the floor. When you're ready, just move on to your favorite side. And let's just take a free breath here, just to slowly regain and relax. When you're ready, press up into a comfortable seated position. How fortunate are we to be able to breathe without pain, to be able to eat, digest, assimilate, eliminate, to be able to practice healthy eating, healthy exercise, healthy thoughts. I wish you a joyous and healthy holiday. I look forward to practicing with you next time. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. God bless you and namaste.